Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here on this late Saturday night. Back to you again with another video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other 4 channels, which are down below in the gobbledygook, the description box down there, dude. So subscribe to my channels. Follow me, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and don't forget to share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you don't miss anything. Because if you do, well, you miss out, baby. And that's it. So like the video, dislike the video, and we give a shit what you do. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and all my other channels as well in the description box. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the videos all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, oh, baby, ever miss an upload. And if you're not getting my notifications, then, well, either unsubscribe, resubscribe, and turn on all my notifications, or just tell YouTube to fucking send out the fucking videos to people and fix their fucking bell and their algorithm. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody's getting pissed because their videos are not getting sent out. I mean, it is what it is, but that's the way YouTube is. It's been broken for 10 years or more. And that's all I gotta say. Alright, that's where we got all I gotta say about that. Alright. On this late Saturday night, October the 23rd, 2021. If you're now watching from somewhere else, it is October the 24th, 2021. Hope you had a great Saturday here and wherever you may be. Hope you had a great Saturday. Weekend's just about to be over. The last weekend of October, as we end October next week with Halloween. So Halloween is a week from as of this video, as it's gonna be Halloween next week, and all the kids coming out and all the trick or treaters and all that shit, and then that's it. As we start to roll into November, we turn the clocks back in 2 weeks from tomorrow. And then the holiday season will be around the corner. Thanksgiving, leading into December with Hanukkah. Well, Hanukkah's right after Thanksgiving. And then, the holiday season. Christmas is coming up. My birthday's coming up. New Year's Eve is coming up. The end of this goddamn year is coming up. Thank the Lord. But winter's coming soon. So, snow is coming pretty soon if you're here in the Northeast. But hopefully not. But it is what it is. I mean, we're going to get hit with a lot of on and off rain beginning tomorrow night, on and off all week next week, which sucks. Rain tonight, actually. I went out. I was out at my parents, and I came home, and then I went back out again to get something to eat. And it was drizzling, and then by the time I came back to watch, I missed like the first 3 minutes of Dynamite. But I went back in. Good thing I have DVR. Watched that. Then I watched the rest of Dynamite live. But by the time I came back and I started eating dinner, I looked out the window and it was not pouring rain, it was raining. So that's that's how it's gonna be. Right now it's 52 degrees and clear. So it's gonna be clear for most of the rest of tonight and into part of tomorrow, so I might be able to do a little bit of yard work tomorrow that I've been meaning to do. So I'm gonna do a little bit tomorrow after the Giants and Jets game, because I'm not gonna watch the 4 o'clock game. I might watch a little bit of the 4 o'clock game, but I'm gonna get ready for the Niners tomorrow night on NBC against the Dolts. I'm gonna see what happens with that. and then that's pretty much it. Uh, just enjoy my Sunday, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And finally got to talk to the missus tonight. I was having a really rough night. Just feeling a little bit down because haven't heard from her since really late Monday. So haven't heard from her basically all week, and then finally she got out to me because she's been really busy down in Baltimore and everything. But finally got to talk to her for about an hour, FaceTime, and then on the regular phone because the FaceTime was messing up with our phones. It drains our fucking phones. I just had to recharge my phone. So, but yeah, Mrs. is doing okay. She misses you all, and she'll be back soon. I just don't know when. Could be next week. Could be the week after that. Could be a month from now because of everything happening with she had to rush down there for um her mom, who's not doing so well. She's okay, but she's not doing so well. So just the just waiting on some things down there with her mom, and might take another week or two or three or maybe a month. She might not be back till Thanksgiving at this point, but I'm hoping she comes back by Thanksgiving. I really don't want to spend Thanksgiving without her. So, but it is what it is, and then hopefully by then I'll be starting with this new job. Still waiting on things with that job, but as far as I know, the last thing I did get an email saying that I should be starting in about 2 maybe 3 weeks because the paperwork and other things going on that you know but they really said about 2 weeks because this week I have to go get my drug test, and then that takes a week to come back and everything, and I got other things to do with that, so it's gonna take some time, but I am you know I'm still making money on my side job, so I'm still working, but it is what it is. But officially, I will start a new job. I would say at most in the next 2, maybe at most 3 weeks, because of the paperwork and all that other stuff, and and plus the training. I have to go through training, so they said maybe in 2 weeks I'll start training, making and then get paid training, of course. So I'll be making some money, and then officially start sometime after that. That might take a week of training, and then because I got to crunch numbers and stuff most of the day. So I got to get training with that, and then all the good shit after that. So good things are coming. And just it's gonna take a little time. That's all I gotta say about that. But I would say by the end of the year, I'll be rolling in money once again. Rolling. Not that I'm rolling in now, but you know, more money than I'm making right now. Way more money. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, on this late Saturday night, it is time. I was gonna do a video earlier today, but um, I was busy hanging out with my parents for lunch, and that's all nice and dandy. Just had a nice little couple hours hanging out. Oh, my dad was busy in the backyard fixing the fence, and my mom was home, and then she went out, and then she came back. Then she went out again because she had to go to the dentist. So I didn't really see her much. But I had they made I got when we got lunch and everything. I watched I watched a little bit of the Ranger game. and they were losing 1-0 in the second period, and I turned it off. And my dad came back in the house for a little bit. We were watching Fox News, so we're doing that. And then I didn't put on the Ranger game, and then I found out like when I got home that the Rangers won today, went 4-0 on their road trip. They're in first place. Woo! Nice. 9 points in first place. And we're the Icelanders in last place, where they belong. I mean, it wasn't easy today against the Ottawa Senators. And that's pretty much it. But they're coming home, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, back at the Garden. But had a great road trip. Beat Nashville, beat Ottawa, beat Toronto, and I think they beat another team. I forget which. I think they beat Montreal. So, good shit right now for the New York Rangers. Good shit. But, this is only, I think, game number 5. Yeah, because they won 4. They're 4-0-1. So, no. Yeah, 4. I was right. 4-0-1. So, 5 games into the season, and we got like 77 games left, plus the All-Star game. If they even do the All-Star game this year. And your food is ready. But that's all I got. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. So Rangers are doing good. The Knicks are even doing good. 2-0 right now in the season. I think they play tonight. No, they beat Orlando last night. I think they play tomorrow or Monday. But it is what it is. So Knicks are doing good. But you knew that it was gonna, you know the Knicks are gonna be actually pretty good. The Nets look like shit. That's what happens when your star player does not want to play for your team because I don't want to get vaccinated. You should be suspended for life. Not even suspended. You should be banned for a year for not getting vaccinated. But I digress. So basketball is the Knicks and the Nets. Well, the Knicks are doing pretty damn good. Rangers are doing excellent. No, it's only game 5, but it is what it is. Well, we got the World Series coming up on Tuesday, and now we officially have the World Series as the Atlanta Braves. Sadly, the fucking Braves. Thank you for the free view. Go to bed. Yeah, the Atlanta Braves beat the Dodgers tonight in Atlanta in Game 6 to go to they won the National League championship, and they go to the World Series the first time in 22 years. The Braves are now back in the World Series, and they will face the Astros on Tuesday night in Game 1 of the World Series, which is on Fox. So Game 1 and Game 2 on Fox Tuesday and Wednesday. Then they go, I don't know, I think they start at in Houston. Wait. Yeah, because I think the American League won this year. I think the American League won this year. So American League got the home field. So, yeah, first 2 games will be in Houston, and then they switch to Atlanta for Game 3, 4, and 5. I think that'll be Friday night. So SmackDown will be preempted this Friday night. But they will have an encore presentation of SmackDown on Fox at 10 o'clock. This is what I'm hearing. They're going to have an encore presentation of SmackDown on, it's going to be on FS1. Then they're going to replay it on Fox at 10 p.m. to go head-to-head with I think is a taped Rampage. I think it's taped this week. Well, this coming Friday. I think it's taped. Because they're going to be in Boston on Wednesday night. So I would think Rampage is going to be from Boston. They're going to tape Rampage for Friday night. So, so Vince, once again, wants to get those ratings. So I don't know what Tony Khan's going to do to combat that. But, we'll have to see. And although the good shit, I don't know what the Wrestling Cat's doing. What are you doing, Wrestling Cat? Huh? Ow, I just hurt my finger. Suzu. Come here, Suzu. Come here. Come here, Bijou. Come here, Suzu. Suzu's happy that he saw his mommy. You know, Suzu saw, Suzu was on the your little telly with, talk to my girlfriend. You want to say hello to the fans? You love your fans. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Look at you. Fuck you, Charles! Fuck you! Fuck you, Charles! I will scratch your eyes out for messing with Peter Gilmore. Fuck you! Fuck all you fucking trolls! Especially that little one who showed his dirty asshole. I have a dirty asshole too. You want to see my dirty asshole? Look at my ass! Look at my ass! That's not nudity, and I don't have to edit that out. This is animal. Here's my little animal. I love my pussy. I know my pussy cat. Don't you love me? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. Get down. I'll feed you in a minute. A little bit. Go lay down. Go play with Mama's chincletta. That's sandal for you dumb people. Yeah, so that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin this review. And the chat room's open if you want to come in, if you're still up. If not, then well, too bad. It is what it is. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, on this late was 2 in the morning. It is time for your late night special AEW Saturday Night Dynamite review for October the 23rd, 2021, live from the arena in Orlando, Florida. All right, this is week 2 of Saturday Night Dynamite, and we'll see what the rating is. Well, is this coming Monday, or tomorrow. Between tomorrow and Monday, the rating will come out. See if it's better than I think what they did last week, that was like 700,000 views, but still beat SmackDown in the demo from 10 to 10:30. So the rating wasn't that great because it was Saturday, but still they won in the demo, which was always important. And that's that. So anyway, another week, another Saturday Night Dynamite. They go back to their regularly scheduled night on this Wednesday night from Boston, Massachusetts. I think at the TD Garden. So if you guys are in Boston are going, go ahead. I don't think Joe Cronin's going, but he lives right around there. So and that's pretty much it. But if you see Joe, say hi. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so Dynamite, pretty damn good. Rolling. A couple of weeks left. So Full Gear. We're starting to formalize, starting to get more matches announced for the card on November the 13th in Minnesota. Already got the world title match announced between Kenny and Cowboy shit himself, Hangman Adam Page. We also got the world title elimination number 1 contenders tournament finals. That's going to be announced, but we still don't know who's going to be in the finals yet. And we got some other matches that have been announced already. So, it got announced tonight. Match have been announced tonight, and that's pretty much it. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any more of your precious time. All right, so we begin the show we are live from the Edition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida, And we got our commentary team of Excalibur, Tony Baloney, and good old JR. And I hope he gets better. And I got announced he has skin cancer. He might be getting radiation. So but he looked like $1,000,000 tonight. But I tweeted him earlier today, and I wished him well, a speedy recovery. But he looked great tonight. But yeah, he'll probably be going through some radiation to get rid of that skin cancer. And when you hear the word cancer, it's not that great. But hopefully, this will pass, and he'll get much better. He'll get better, and the skin cancer will go away, and he'll continue on to kick some ass. And that's pretty much it. I think this I think by the end of the year, by January, I think he said that he's gonna take some time away from doing commentary, but it'll still be in AEW, but beyond here and there. So it might, I don't know what the commentary team might be when JR eventually does leave. It might just be Excalibur, Tony Baloney, and maybe Chris Jericho, or they'll bring Taz on. Ugh. That'll be a horrible commentary team. But you do got a guy named Mauro Ranallo out there. Just want to point that out. Maybe you call up Mauro Ranallo. I would love to hear him on AEW television. And Tony's got that money. Call him up. Call up Mauro. Let's go. Because I think you're gonna need him in a few years if AEW's still around, which I think they will be. I mean, they're already on year 2, so Dynamite year. I mean, they already hit the 3-year mark. So, already in 3 years, they're the top company in the world right now, next to New Japan, of course. And it is what it is. And speaking of Japan, Okada, he came out. I think it was after the G1, the post match comments or promos that they usually do, and Okada came out, and he was really worried about Ibushi with his injury, and he said that he doesn't want the briefcase. He wants another gift. It's like, give him something else. I mean, what else you can give Okada for winning the G1? I mean, what are you going to give him? Give him a whole case of Zima. How about that? Because that's what they drink in Japan. Zima. Even though that fucking drink is still around. It tastes like shit. But I digress. Once in a while they'll have beer. But yeah, but I don't know what they're gonna do with the G1 now. I was, it was a good match, and then just sadly Ibushi got injured, and the referee, I think it was Red Shoes, had to call the match because of Ibushi's injury, and Okada won by referee stoppage. Not the greatest way to win the G1, but I don't even think Okada should even be the G1 champion. I think it should be just stricken from the record. They shouldn't even have a G1 winner. Not even give him a briefcase. Just go on into November, whatever the November shows are, and then go into these if they have a show in December, and then by the time you get the G1, you get to Wrestle Kingdom 16, you got your number 1 contender for Shingo. Or what it should be is not even have a G1 winner. Like I said, don't have the G1 winner. Just forget about it because of injury and all this shit. Even though Okada earned the win, but it is what it is. Why don't you just have Shingo versus Will Ospreay for the unified IWGP Heavyweight title? Because how both of them have the title. Ospreay saying he's he never lost the title because he had to give it up due to injury, and Shingo is the real IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Why don't you just have Shingo versus Ospreay unify the title? So Well, so one of them is going to come out with both belts, but then fused into what the IWGP belt is right now, and then go from there. You want the junior heavyweight title, the junior tag team titles, the heavyweight tag team titles, maybe the United States title. That who has that title, by the way? God damn. What? No, Moxley didn't win it back. Who won it back? Oh, it's wait didn't Tanahashi? I think Tanahashi has it. So you could do something with Tanahashi. Jay White's still the never openweight champion. They can defend the never openweight 6-man tag team championships. And then I think that's it for the titles. There's no Intercontinental title anymore, which sucks. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that, and what happens with Okada and the G1 trophy, or whatever's gonna happen with that. I just hope Ibushi is not seriously hurt and he's not gonna be out for like a year. But the way it looks, might be at most 6 to 10 months, which sucks. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And all the other stuff, with WWE last night with SmackDown, and it was red hot. You can check out my review on the Killer Demons channel. It was red hot to start. The first 40 minutes were epic, with Roman and Brock just going completely berserk. And then after that, the show went downhill. And then they had that crappy main event, which, the main event's been talked about, ever since last night. I mean, all through today, we heard a lot of stuff about Charlotte and Becky, and everything's going on with Charlotte right now. Her and Becky had an altercation after the show, and freaking Charlotte's pissed off with the booking team. I mean, what else is new? She's just pissed off. I think she needs to check her ego at the door, like my good buddy fan of YouTube said. Because, she kind of disrespected a lot of people with that segment. Throwing down the belt, her throwing down the Raw Women's title, just throwing it at Becky, and then Becky throwing the SmackDown title at freaking at Charlotte, really disrespecting the titles. And then Charlotte just acted like a complete buffoon. Her and Becky got real time heat. They hate each other. I don't know why. I mean, they're the 4 horsewomen. Well, 2 parts of it, with Sasha and Bayley whenever Bayley comes back. So I mean, that whole segment was cringeworthy. It was just bad, disrespecting the titles and everything. And then Charlotte gets most of the heat, and her and Becky got into an altercation. Thankfully it didn't come to blows or anything, and Charlotte had to be escorted out of the building by security. And then the stories come out that there was a rumor. Somebody on Twitter said that after Sasha beat her up and everything to end the show, we saw Charlotte go like this. Go do the AEW lettering like Bret Hart did with WCW back in after the Survivor Series. Well, during the screw job in Montreal, the Montreal screw job. So yeah, Charlotte did the same thing on the hard camera, but we didn't see it because Kevin Dunn, with his 600 million camera cuts, we didn't see it. But somebody said on Twitter that she did that. So yeah, Charlotte to AEW might be confirmed pretty soon. She's got a really bad ego. She's pissed off with management. She's pissed off with booking. Because she said that she was going to drop the title to the Raw Women's title to Bianca Belair, and then Vince McMahon's like, nope, not going to do it. And she won by disqualification. Now she's on SmackDown. And that had that segment just disrespecting the belts and everything. And now, her and Becky almost came to blows. She hates the booking team. She wanted to drop the belt to Bianca, and Vince's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't understand why. Now, I don't know what's going to happen between Charlotte and Sasha now. Obviously, now that Charlotte's pissed off everybody, Sasha's definitely getting the belt. But now what's going to happen with Charlotte? Is she going to be in the doghouse? I mean, she's basically going to be in the doghouse. She's in the doghouse now. Not that she was before. And now, Andrade tweeted after SmackDown went off the air, because Rampage was taped last night, of course. He tweeted, F you, WWE. That's it. And then I proceeded to go on Twitter and says, I bet you nothing by next year. Next year we'll see Charlotte and Andrade in AEW. Well, Charlotte will be in AEW with her husband Andrade. And we can see Andrade and Charlotte come to the ring together. So I think Charlotte's time might be up in WWE. If her ego continues to go out of control. But she thinks everything, should be given to her on a silver platter because her last name is Flair. Flair. It is what it is. But this is why, I said last night, and, J-Man went on a humongous rant last night on the Brandon Martin show, on that video they did. Big ups to all those guys, Brandon Martin, J-Man, and my good buddy Nick Infante, of course. I said on my video, and I said it in their chat, that the WWE creative team is uncreative about being creative, and the segment was uncreative about being creative. Why do we do something that we did last year? I said 2 years ago. I meant last year with the New Day and the Street Profits exchanging the belts. And now Becky and Charlotte did this, and they just disrespected the belt. And now everybody hates Charlotte. I don't blame them. And now Becky and Charlotte hate each other. They want to rip each other's throats out. WWE is slowly, still, it's going, it's downhill. It's down the toilet at this point. It's just waiting to get flushed. It's like a turd that doesn't want to come out of your ass or something like that. Just hangs there. That was a bad visual, I'm sorry. But, yeah, that's how it feels, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it feels. WWE is dead. It's just basically dead. It's on life support right now. And like I said, I could probably see Charlotte gone pretty damn soon. She might get fired or released pretty soon. And yeah, Charlotte goes. That's it for the women's division. You think Becky and Sasha are gonna put those divisions on their back? Nope. Not even Io Shirai coming up to the main roster will help. And if she does come up, they're gonna ruin her. Like they ruined Toni Storm. And they're gonna ruin Aaliyah, of course, because she's gonna be in catering, baking cookies, and making sure everything is bougie. Same thing with Hit Row and Ridge Holland, and everybody that came off from NXT, Xia Li, all those people are gonna be in catering. They're gonna get a little time, little shine on SmackDown, and that's it. Back to catering you go. You're not gonna be on television that much. Just sad. Just really sad. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright, so we got that. Alright, now let's get into the review. Alright, so at the Addition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida. Jim Ross and Tony Baloney, the commentary team. So most of the night was the match was Malachi Black, Cody Rhodes 3 in the main event, but we had the World Title Eliminator Tournament continuing on, and the beginning of the TBS Women's Title Tournament to start. And we're just about a couple weeks away from Full Gear, so we're going to start the hype train for that and all the matches that are going to be announced pretty soon. All right, so we get that. So we start off with our first match, the World Title Elimination Tournament first round match between Bryan Danielson taking on Dustin Rhodes, 2-year-old Dustin Rhodes. This was great. Another great match by Bryan freaking Danielson. I think, he's been in AEW for a couple months. We got 2 more months to go. He might make a run for Wrestler of the Year. I know Kenny is in control right now, but hot on the heels is Bryan Danielson, and everybody's thinking, oh, it's gonna be CM Punk. No, not gonna be CM Punk this year. So maybe next year, but right now it's between Kenny, Roman, and now Bryan Danielson. But we'll see. And next couple months, I should say. We'll move on. All right, like I said, match was excellent, excellent match. So they have a little feeling out process, not like that. Dustin seems to be a bit nervous to go after Bryan. Because he never fought him before. Bryan takes him down by the legs, ties him up in like an Indian deathlock thing, kind of weird Indian deathlock submission. So he's like manipulating the joints and everything, and trying to make Dustin tap quickly. But they get back up. Dustin hits the patented Rhodes drop down uppercut. But then he gets knocked to the floor, setting up. I don't know why he keeps doing it. The suicide dive. Dustin gets right back up with a flip dive off the apron. They build up back suplex from near fall. Bryan pulls him down by the arm, though, and locks in a short arm scissors, setting up the stomp on the arm. Then they go up top. Dustin hits a big-time superplex, taking Bryan down. Then Dustin sets up, hits the snap power slam, vintage Goldust era. And then Danielson gets sent in the corner. He kicks away in the corner, gets caught with a jumping clothesline, and then they go back and forth again. Dustin has to block the bell lock, and it's time for some of those big time kicks by Mr. Bryan Danielson. Big one, the chest, hits them, and then Dustin's like, he's Hulk, brother. So he starts beating up Bryan. Then he picks him up and hits a power driver. Power. Goes to the pin and got 2.9995. Almost won the match. He gets back up, but Danielson slams on jumping guillotine. Learned from Roman, because that was the move that beat Daniel Bryan. Dustin Rhodes had to tap out. So Bryan Danielson gets the win, and I gave 4 out of 5 stars. So Bryan Danielson moves on to the semifinals, where he will face either Lance Archer or Eddie Kingston. That match is coming up later in the evening, and we'll see what happens with all that. And we will move on from there. And that's it. All right, so damn good match. 4 out of 5 stars. Fucking epic. I can only imagine what Daniel's gonna do next week on Rampage. against whoever it's Archer or we go to the back where we have the Elite, the Elite, baby, the Elite, baby, of the Young Bucks. And we had the AEW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Kenny Omega. And as well, with the Super Elite, their good buddy and our good friend, ladies and gentlemen, say his name proud and say it loud, Adam Cole, baby! So, in the back, and they talk about facing the Dark Order in another 8-man tag team match this coming Wednesday night on Dynamite. So Kenny's basically talking. I mean, really, you don't need to hear from the Bucks or Adam Cole, but they just they're looking sexy. But Kenny says he saw Hangman Adam Page being all tough last week, talking about cowboy shit. But he knows the man behind the mask. And then they kind of say that, oh, next week's the Halloween show. Blah, blah, blah. So he says he knows Page's weaknesses, and at Full Gear, it's not gonna be cowboy shit. It's gonna be coward shit. So I was like, ooh, that's savage by Kenny Omega. And the Bucks like, oh, that's right, Kenny. That's a great line, Kenny. And then Adam Cole's like, no, I couldn't have said it better myself. So that was it. So, little hype from Wednesday night with the 8-man tag team match, which looks like both teams are going to dress up in Halloween costumes because right near Halloween. Why not? Let's see what Kenny's going to wear. He's going to be Princess Jasmine again. Is the Elite going to dress up? Well, except for Adam Cole because he wasn't there at the time. Is the Bucks and Kenny going to dress up like the Toon Squad from Space Jam 2? Or they're going to do what they did on BTE and dress up in panda outfits. I guess we'll have to see Wednesday night with that. And we'll see what the Dark wears. Probably don't have to wear anything. The Dark Order. But it is. So the Bucks and Kenny and Adam Cole taking on Alex Reynolds and Johnny Silver. Evil Uno and maybe either Stu Grayson or Preston. Well, actually, no, Preston's going to be on that Wednesday night taking on Moxley, so he's going to be out. Or it's going to be number 5. Mr. What's his name? I forgot his first name. Angels. Yeah. So, either Stu Grayson, Colt Cabana, the man who sucks dick. But I'm thinking it's going to be the Beaver Boys and the Super Smash Brothers teaming up against the Super Elite in an 8-man tag team match, and we'll see what happens with that on Wednesday night Dynamite from Boston. It should be some good shit. So this promo was pretty damn good from Kenny. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we get a video of everything that's going on with FTR and the Lucha Brothers. So we see FTR, they cut a promo bragging about winning the AAA tag team titles this past last week. As dressed up as luchadors, Los Superanas. Then they show them beating up Alex Amantes and Pentagon El Zero Miedo last night on Rampage. So they have dueling promos. So FTR says they've been waiting on the sidelines for over a year because they didn't get a title shot in a year, and there was rumors that Dax Harwood was about to quit. But thankfully that didn't happen. Now they got the AAA tag team belts, and they're about to go for the AEW tag team belts at Full Gear. So they said, no, that's what they said. So they've been on the sidelines, and it's time to complete their return by winning the AEW tag team titles and making a transformation complete. as the greatest tag team in the world, next to the Young Bucks. So then we hear from Pentagon, El Zero Miedo, and Alex Abrahantes, who's sporting a nice black eye. It looked like a black eye. Face, like left, I think it was his left side of his face got fucked up. And no sign of Ray Phoenix. I don't know what happened to him. I think he got injured or something like that. So anyway, they swear revenge on FTR for hurting Ray Phoenix last week. That's why we didn't see him on Rampage last night, and we see him tonight. So he says we'll see what happens with that. So they said they're gonna swear revenge like you've never seen before, and then FTR's like, just bring it. That's that. So that match is now official for Full Gear. FTR going against hopefully the Lucha Brothers. Hopefully Ray Phoenix comes back. I think he will come back for Full Gear to defend the belts. So it's going to be FTR against the Lucha Brothers for the AEW Tag Team titles. And I think at Full Gear, Pentagon and Ray Phoenix will get their revenge and beat the shit out of FTR. And we'll see what happens with all that. All right, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to the ring. We have Tony Baloney in the ring, and he brings out the man called Sting. So Sting comes out for an update on his good buddy Darby. But before he can even say anything, we have music of that self-righteous prick himself, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, comes out to interrupt. And once again, I gotta say, I mean, but he's a good prick. He's a savage prick. Probably one of the most evil heel in wrestling right now. I mean, he gets over like nobody else. Probably the best heel in the business, next to Roman. But, I mean, he's up there. I mean, Roman, I think, is the best heel, monster heel right now. Then you got MJF, and then you got Kenny. So, but anyway, MJF starts berating Florida, asking they're trying to have some class. Talks about how Sting needs to tell these people that their little hero, Darby, is a coward. He tells Sting he can paint his face, swing a bat, or even have your leftover stash. Damn, what's that noise? It's like some weird noise outside my house. What the fuck? Like a car battery or something. Yeah, it's weird fucking noise. I think it's just maybe a plane flew over. I don't know. But anyway, so he says you can paint your face, swing a bat, or even have your leather white stuff from the 80s rain down. But you can't fool me. And he says, Sting, you're not a good guy. So I mean, that white stuff, you know what that means. That cocaine, the crack, you know. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, but I digress. So then MJF talks about Sting's fans sticking by him through thick and thin, and then he leaves them like he left Lex Luger in a wheelchair. Ooh, damn, savage roast of Sting tonight. Woo! He mentioned Lex Luger of all guys. We all know how Lexi that fucking mouth is in a wheelchair. Sad for him, but damn, I mean, MJF went bam right in the nuts. Woo! Mentioning Lex Luger of all people, you know how Sting and Lex Luger have been, ever since the late '80s in the NWA and then into WCW. Then they became they were partners in the NWO. They were enemies. Then they were friends again. And basically, that's it. That's it. So that was kind of savage. So So the fight is on. Sting's like, fuck, you mentioned my friend Lex Luger. Beat you up. So he starts beating the crap out of MJF. And then Shawn Spears and Wardlow come out to beat Sting down. Even though Sting is he took MJF's jacket and started swinging at him. But the numbers game caught up to Sting. He picks up Sting's head and asks if they beat him down. They beat him down with a chair and everything, lay him out, and then MJF sits down, picks up Sting's head and asks if he has broken Darby's mind mentally this time. He says Darby can listen to the people all he wants, but just wait on him. Because MJF's like, well, I'm better than you, and you know it. So then they're about to leave, but then MJF puts on his diamond ring and hits Sting right in the face with it to end the segment. So we'll see what happens with that. When Darby's is not gonna be happy. He is going to be pissed, and this is going to lead up until Full Gear with Darby and MJF, and we'll see what happens with all that. But I do see maybe Sting against MJF, and MJF's going to whip his ass. Sadly, because Sting's just basically going to put over people now. That's all I got to say about that. But holy shit, was MJF a savage tonight again. Like I said, he might be a prick with a micro dick, but he is probably one of the biggest. I mean, he's the most evil prick in all of wrestling right now. I mean, he just gets it, man. He played one of the best heels in the big. He should be world champion by now. I hate to say that, but he probably will be next year. But we'll see. But that segment I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars, and we'll see what happens on Wednesday Night Dynamite with all that situation. All right, let me just take a sip of my soda. As always, Pepsi, the drink of champions. And when you drink Pepsi, you get all the chicks to suck your dick and fuck them in the ass and make them hum and go, oh shit. Yeah, that made me feel better. Made me feel good. All right, after that, we go back. I'm just checking my time for a second. All right, we're doing pretty good. All right. Oh, goody. Nick, come on. Good buddy. The tribal chief of the chat, Nick Infante 92. What's up, Nick, on this late Saturday night? It's 2:30 in the morning. Good Lord, you're still up with me, Nick. Don't you ever go to bed? Well, I can say the same thing for me, but it is what it is. And by the way, for all these trolls that say, keep still riding my dick hard. I mean, I guess you really love how my dick tastes, how I dictate. You know what I mean? Saying, oh, you're tweeting out, the results for Dynamite or for SmackDown or Rampage, and then you come on and do like a 3-hour review. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You can't tell me what to do. Fuck you, man. If I feel like talking about Dynamite Live and giving you live results, I'll do it. Then I'll do a review. I don't give a shit. Can't tell me what to do. It's my show. My show, motherfuckers. You do your own crappy video. This is what I gotta say to you. I can't. Sorry. I tried to belch on cue, but sad. I failed. But botch. But it is what it is. So. You don't like it? You don't like my late night videos? Then you don't have to watch. I still get more views than you. It is what it is, you clout chasing fucks. That's it. Alright, so we got Nick in the chat. Nick didn't know, says, I didn't know you were live. Well, that's what happens when YouTube does not send out my notifications. When YouTube does not send out notifications, you don't know if anybody's live. You could be subscribed and you're not even getting a notification. That's how broken this fucking website is. This website is broken. It needs to be fixed. I mean, seriously. I mean, how many more years are we gonna go with this website being broken? We should have broken Matt Hardy, big money Matt Hardy, to buy YouTube. He's got the money. Tony Khan can even buy it. Even the Saudi prince himself can buy it. Or just somebody else buy YouTube instead of Google. Somebody needs to come around, like, and if they have to be like a millionaire, a billionaire, and buy YouTube and just change this goddamn website around. Get Susan the hell out. Fuck that cunt. It is what it is. YouTube is gonna be dead. I'm telling you right now, YouTube will not exist in the next 10, maybe 20 years. Maybe, hopefully less than that, but we'll have to see. And everybody's gonna go to either Dailymotion or Tumblr or Vimeo or maybe BitChute at this point. Probably be BitChute or Rumble. But I would think they'd go to BitChute because BitChute has less restrictions and regulations than this fucking website. Just saying. So pretty soon this website will be no more, and all these up and coming streaming sites are gonna be 10 times, 10, not even 10, 1.5 million times better than this fucking website. At least BitChute is not run by a fucking communist bitch named Susan. And trolls at least get put in their place on BitChute. Instead of running the asylum on this fucking website. You don't get that shit on BitChute. As far as I know. I made an account. I just, of course, everybody, the whole Coppa thing, the Copa, at the Copacabana. No. Her name was Rico. No. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl who had little flowers in her hair and a dress right down there. She played with Rico, who had a big cock. No, I made that up. I don't know how that song goes. I just know that first part. Barry Manilow, God bless his mighty soul. He's still alive, by the way. What is Barry Manilow, like 90? I mean, if Neil Diamond is still alive and Barry Manilow is still alive, I mean, that tells you something. We'll be hearing Copacabana until the day we fucking die. And Sweet Caroline. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, grabbing your cock, touching your cock, touching mine. Sweet Caroline. You know what I mean. Oh. Good times never felt so good. So good. That song will never go away. I mean, same thing with Copacabana and a whole ton of songs that that'll never go away. We could be dead, and then we get, if there was a such, if you do believe in reincarnation, we could be reincarnated as a dog, and it would still be here in Copacabana as a fucking dog in the year 2500, or in the year 3000, in the year 3000. If you've ever watched Conan O'Brien, the same. Ah, what do you want? You don't like my singing? what do you want, Justin Cat? You don't like my singing? Well, fuck you, man. My pussy doesn't like my singing. My pussy cat. That's all I gotta say about that. But I digress. But anyway. Yeah, exactly. Like, seriously. Yeah. Seriously, YouTube will not be a thing in the next few years. I guarantee you that. It'll be a thing of the past. Unless Google, I know it's never going to happen, but unless Google shuts down or this website goes bankrupt or they unmerge and then YouTube would be just YouTube like it used to be when they first started back in 2006 or whatever year they started, before the Google merger that ruined YouTube. If we can get that again, we can get YouTube back to the way it used to be from 2006 to 2010, then maybe YouTube would be a great thing again. Let's make YouTube great again. Hey, here's the thing. How about Donald Trump owning YouTube? I think it'll be huge. YouTube would be the greatest thing in the world. It'll be huge. You'll see me on YouTube every day. It'll be huge. And if you don't like it, you're banned. You want to say you're fired, you're banned. You're fired. But I digress. Alright, so yeah. YouTube is just garbage. It's horrible. Susan's a cunt. Website, I mean, there's no freaking people you can talk to get anything done. That's why you have so much fucking drama on this fucking website. People doxing people and bullying people and stealing their content, stealing their freedom of speech, and all this other bullshit. I mean, you can't even talk about the goddamn coronavirus without getting flagged. I don't know. I found out a good buddy, Hiroshi Maro, got hit because he did some misinformation. I mean, can you really say anything on YouTube anymore? Can you even put any content on YouTube anymore without getting hit with a ridiculous flag for nothing? You can have a great video and you get flagged for nudity because you don't even have nudity in it. I got hit with that. I'm like, what? Where was the nudity? I mean, show me. Where the fuck was it? In a wrestling review. I mean, I've gotten so many freaking age restriction things. So I don't know if it's YouTube doing it or these mindless fucking trolls doing it. I think it's YouTube really, but they hit me with an age restriction, and then I have to appeal. And most of the time I win, but I lost like maybe 3 or 4 times. I mean, for what? One for nudity, and I think the other ones were self-harm. What? What? This fucking website is fucking broken. I'm not talking Matt Hardy broken. I'm talking about broken. And that it can't be fixed. It's like you broke a machine part. Yep, machine's done, gone. Can't use a machine anymore. You gotta get a new machine. And this is the machine. The world's crappiest machine. It just doesn't want to get fixed. No matter who wants this goddamn website. I don't care if it's a fucking cunt named Susan or a fucking homeless bum. With no teeth. Oh, you're going to YouTube. I mean, really, YouTube needs first of all, they need to get rid of Susan. They need a team so you can talk to people. So when you try to, you know, you're getting bullied and harassed and doxxed. You try to use the goddamn flag button or the privacy button or flag for privacy. Nothing gets done. You can't talk to anybody because YouTube is run by stupid bots. Not even a real person. Not even a real. Can't even talk to a real person. Just not even a freaking phone number you can call because they're based off in San Jose, California. You can't even email them either. And then you try to talk to them on. They have Twitter, the little YouTube at YouTube or YouTube support or whatever it is, YouTube creators or whatever how many fucking things they have on Twitter. You talk to them and it's like, oh, we'll look into it. Nothing gets done. I tweeted them so many times and told them I basically told them off. I said, fix your fucking website, you mongoloids. Oh, we appreciate your concern and we'll look into it. Yeah, look into this, right? Look into this. Fuck you. Morons. Fucking website. Kiss my fucking ass. I think all of us should really boycott this fucking website. Maybe we should all take a trip to San Jose, go outside the YouTube headquarters, and want Susan's head on a silver platter. Chop her head off. Get YouTube shut down or something like that. Something needs to happen to this website. It really does. I'm sorry. Alright, I went on a humongous tangent and a humongous rant, but I had to do it. That's that. Nick liked my song. She's name was Lola. She was a whore. With little flowers in her hair and no pussy down there. I don't know. I make up things. I should be a fucking comedian. I should be a comedian. I probably make a ton of money. Not like Dave Chappelle money or anything like that, but I'm a funny guy. I'm a fun guy. Get it? Fun guy? You know, I'm a mushroom. But we move on. All right. So after all that, I mentioned that before, so we'll go back and MJF beating the living shit out of Sting, and then that was it. So I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. All right. Then we go to the back with Tony Baloney and the AEW women's champion, Britt Baker, GMB, baby. So she's not happy with what happened last night on Rampage, where she beat Anna Jay to retain the title, and then her and Rebel and Jamie Hayter were beating the crap out of Anna Jay, and then Ty Conti looking fucking amazingly hot. Woo! She comes out and makes the save, and then she holds up the AEW Women's title. Damn fucking allergies. Damn. I feel like I'm snorting coke right now. I don't do drugs though. I do prescription drugs. Yeah, so she's pissed off with Ty Conti sticking her nose where it doesn't belong in the women's title picture. Even though I think she's like the number 1 contender at this point. So she says if Ty had worked hard, worked your way from the bottom instead of just sticking your nose into my business, we could have had a nice title match. But now, since she's like, well, now since you put your hands on something that doesn't belong to you, I'm gonna kick that ass that you love to show on Instagram. I mean, she has a nice fucking ass. Muy caliente. Or as we say in the business, she has a nice ass. What movie is that from? Is that from Billy Madison or one of the Adam Sandler movies? I think it's Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore, where Adam Sandler and the late great Chris Farley are talking, and they talk about I think the I think it's from Billy Madison, where they talk about the teacher and everything. And Christopher is like, she has a nice ash, not ass, ash, Sash. I think that's how it's spelled, or Ash. You just say it. You don't say it as ash. You say ash, the long vowel sound of the A, ash. And I know from experience. But Ty Conti, whoo, I might have to put her on my list of girls to fuck. I hate to use the taco expression, but if I had sex with her, I would never pull out. Oh boy. Now she probably heard that. I'm probably gonna get blocked on Twitter now. Good lord. I don't care. I still have on Instagram. She can't block me on. Oh, she can't block me on Instagram. Don't tell her I said that. But she knows she has a hot ass. She has a nice ass. So does Britt Baker, for that matter. I actually tweeted that. I tweeted that too. It says, I was talking about the segment. I said, well, you got the best asses in the business, Ty Conti and Dr. Britt Baker. And I was like, oh shit, Adam Cole's watching. And I mentioned him in the tweet. He's like, please don't kill me, Adam. You know how he hates me. He loves me, but secretly hates me at the same time. Thinks I stalk him, but I don't. It is what it is. Adam Cole, baby. Britt Baker, baby. So Britt's like, she's gonna kick her ace that she loves to show everybody. She showed it to me. She can show it to me anytime. Good lord. To keep the title. Britt continues to come off like she basically believes everything she says. And yeah. So basically she says, at Full Gear, I'm gonna kick that ace and keep my title. That match is now official for Full Gear. Ty Conti once again getting an AEW Women's title shot. She remember she got one a few months ago and almost won, but sadly did not get the victory as Britt Baker retained. And I think she will retain again at Full Gear. I just don't think Ty Conti is going to be able to beat her. If anybody, Britt Baker is going to be Thunder Rosa at this point. Again, they could give it to Ty Conti and she'll hold it. But we will see what happens with that. And we'll move on. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5. All right, speaking of the women, we continue with the women. We get to the first round match in the inaugural TBS title event for the women. It starts tonight and then continues on Wednesday Night Dynamite. And we already know that Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose, and Jade Cargill all got buys into the second round of the tournament. So we begin with the first round brackets of the tournament. We got Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb on Wednesday night. That should be a great match. But we start off with Penelope Ford taking on Ruby Soho. Match was there were some botches here and there. I don't know. But anyway, it's also with Penelope taking Ruby in the corner, starts stomping the living crap out of her. Goes for a running boot that gets blocked. Then they fight the apron, they slug it out. And then Allie the Bunny comes out for the distraction, which leads to Penelope getting a kick to face. As we go to break, we come back. Ruby comes back, striking away for a near fall. She misses a charge in the corner. Penelope catches her with a jumping Gilmore Kata. Bang. Looked nice too. She jumped, she sprung board. Sprung board. She jumps off the ropes right into the cutter. Ooh, that's not nice. Nice, Penelope. Nice. Not as great as mine, but nice. nice, but I do it way better than Randy Orton does it or Ace. Well, the original guy who did the Diamond Cutter, not Diamond Dallas Page, because he got it from Ace. No, I was about to say Ace Austin, but um, the original Ace Crusher. That's where it came from. And then Diamond Dallas Page actually made it even better, calling it the Diamond Cutter. And then Randy Orton ripped them off. And then everybody started ripping off. Then I come around and make it way better. I don't think the Gilmore Cutter is a Mario slash Diamond Cutter slash Ace Crusher. It's modified. Because you know how many. I mean, you could hit the Diamond Cutter, the RKO in so many variations. Same thing with the Gilmore Cutter. Just comes out of nowhere. In any variation. My favorite one is just putting you in the. You know how Punk puts you in Punk or Kento puts you in the GTS. I'll put you in the GTS position, hit the GTS, bang, right into the Gilmore Cutter. I forget what I used to call it. That's the actual move that I use in the XWF. Besides the end game, which is the package power driver, of course, all about Kevin Steen. But I use the modified Gilmore Cutter. I forgot what I called the move. I can't even look at. I can't even look at the goddamn XWF site anymore because I'm basically IP banned from that fucking site. And that site's basically run by pedophiles. So, but I digress. Nobody gets out of the Gilmore Cutter though. Nobody. But I digress. All right, so she hits the cutter for a near fall. Ruby comes back with an STO out of the corner. Then another kick to head by Penelope rocks Ruby, and then it's a fireman's. And then Ruby hits a. Oh no, she hits. Penelope hits a end of heartache a la Roderick Strong. Gut bust you for a near fall. Then the bunny tries to throw in the brass knucks, but then the referee saw it. He's like, no, can't do that. Which allowed Ruby to grab an Okada roll, circa 1935. Victory. Ruby Soho gets the win at 8.5 minutes. She moves on to the second round, where she will face Chris Statlander. And we'll see what happens with that. I think Ruby could go to the finals. I think we'll see. I still think it's going to be Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa on January the 5th on TBS for the TBS title. I just think that's what it's going to be. Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa. Boom. Give me it, and take my fucking money. Okay, we got that. I think this is a troll, so I don't know if I should. What do you think, Nick? What do you think? Should I ban this guy, or should I just let him be? I know. I think I know what this is. Somebody we used to know. Big fat fuck named Christopher. But it is what it is. But I'll acknowledge. I might be the tribal chief, and but it is what it is. YWC playlist says, "Hello, Mr. Gilmore. At least you said you dressed me properly, Mr. Gilmore, to you. You're tribal chief. You will acknowledge me. So thank you for acknowledging me as Mr. Gilmore. But next time, instead of saying Mr. Gilmore, saying Mr. Tribal Chief of Sexiness and Extreme, and your YWC undefeated, undisputed heavyweight, YWC undefeated Universal Champion of the world. But I guess. He says, he or she says, you have a great voice to sing. Well, thank you. Well, my voice is going right now, so it is what it is. Please help us in our next project. Oh boy, I gotta see what that video might be with that little stupid software that a stupid fat fuck named Trevor Landau Travis used to use, and that little True Lohan account. Yeah, that's you. You think we're stupid? I mean, good, kind of funny videos at times, but still, sometimes I think you need to use better music in some of those videos. Some of those, they had the videos and they put them to like random songs and they don't even. I mean, it doesn't make sense at times, but it is what it is. Not trolling. I'll be the judge of that. But no, just watch them, Nick. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, so Ruby goes on to the second round, or the second round to face Chris Statlander, and we'll see what happens with all that. And we'll move on. Match was kind of botchy. I mean, there was one point where Ruby gets sent. She was getting sent into the ropes, and she like goes off the ropes and goes into the corner. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing, Heidi? That's her name, Heidi Lovelace. For all you dumb people that don't know her indie name, it is Ruby Soho. The indie, can't really call her indie darling. The former WWE star that beat Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in the demographic. And you say that women can't draw. If they could beat 4 of your top stars, Becky, Sasha, Roman, Brock, if a fucking girl from catering named Ruby Riot, Ruby, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and Ellie Bunny or Cherry Bomb, whatever you want to call her, if they can beat 4 of your top stars in a demo, what does that tell you about WWE programming right now? So that's basically all I gotta say about that. I mean, so all you WWE marks out there that say that women can't draw, think again. Think again, motherfuckers. Keep hating and keep riding on AEW's dick. Because AEW eventually will beat Raw and they will beat SmackDown in the ratings. Forget the demo. They'll beat them in the ratings pretty soon. The way that the WWE's going downhill. But I digress. That's why Fox wants to get rid of SmackDown. Because their ratings suck. And USA is about to get rid of Raw. Because their ratings suck. So next thing you know, they'll be off Raw, off USA. They'll be off Fox. Next thing you know, they'll be watching Raw and Peacock with their glitchy fucking stream. Nobody's gonna want Peacock anymore. Nobody's gonna be watching the WWE anymore because nobody's gonna sign up for Peacock and their glitchy service. I don't even think any other station would want fucking WWE at this point. They're run by, well, as of right now, NBC Universal. So, but we'll see. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, after the match, the Bunny comes in and they're about to go on a 2-on-1 beat down on Ruby, but then a strange savior comes out, Red Velvet from your mama's kitchen. Not my mama's kitchen. She wouldn't fit in my mama's kitchen. Not even in my kitchen. Get out of my kitchen. From wherever your mama's kitchen. She comes in and her and Ruby run off Penelope Ford and Allie. So we'll probably see a tag team match player on either SmackDown or Rampage next week. And excuse me, I'm about to die. My voice is about to go. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Yes, 3:00 in the morning. I gotta rest my voice. We have signed Trevor in our next videos. Oh joy. Oh joy. I don't care. Don't care because he runs that channel. Just want to point that out. All right, we move on from there. All right, after that, so I gave that match. What did I give that? 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the back. Another MJF promo. How savage can he get? Time MJF is with Shawn Spears, And he sent Darby a message earlier, but then Waldo comes in and he's like, "What the fuck was that last week? Why didn't you shove me in front of Sting last week? What the fuck's going on, you dude?" So MJF, I mean Waldo, finally standing up to MJF, and this is going to lead to Waldo leaving MJF and turning on MJF, becoming a face. I don't know where to get him out of the Pinnacle. But anyway, MJF's like, it was just flight or flight. I didn't really mean to do it. This and that. I pay you all this pressure and everything. Blah blah blah. You've been working hard. There's just too much pressure. Blah blah blah. But he tells Waldo, I'm gonna make Shawn Spears. I'm gonna sign Shawn Spears to be your accountability buddy. Accountability or something like that. And Waldo's like, "What?" He says, "Your accountability buddy." So Waldo and Shawn Spears are like, "The fuck you talking about?" And I'm just like, "Well, I gotta go. I got a meeting." So that was kind of weird and awkward. So I guess Waldo's gonna go out and have a match, and Shawn Spears is gonna be at ringside as his accountability buddy. Say that 5 times fast. I mean, it was weird. I was like, "What the hell was going on?" But like I said, it's just the start of Wardlow turning on MJF and beating the fucking shit out of him, and then turning face. But we'll see what happens with all that, and we'll move on from there. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go back to the ring with our next match. Bobby Fish, I'll give you a reason. He takes on the metrosexual Anthony Green. Thanks for coming, Anthony. Go back to Dark and Elevation. This was your 2-minute suckfest match. Green really didn't do much. He grabbed the roller in near fall, and then basically after that, Bobby Fish beat the shit out of him. Kick to the knee, then a big suplex, which sets up the last rites roundhouse kick. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Fish gets another win for the Fish Man. He gets another win in just under 2 minutes. It is what it is. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. We saw Anthony Nese, or now his name is now Tony Nese, in the crowd. So welcome to AEW, Tony Nese. We'll see you on Elevation and Dark pretty soon. So he was just in the crowd, just observing. So we got that. So like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Afterwards, Bobby's posing. He was trying to get the crowd to sing his song. I'll give you a reason. Afterwards, Bobby just goes berserk, starts beating Anthony Green down, and now he officially turns heel, which I think is a good thing because he's not good as a face. Starts beating the living shit out of him, and Paul Turner's like, "Get him off!" And he's trying to get him off, and commentary's like, "Why can't Paul Turner reverse the decision? What is he doing?" So, I mean, really, you're gonna tell Paul Turner's gonna tell Bobby Fish what to do? He may be the next world champion, but I'm not gonna tell Bobby Fish what to do. So, beating him down with kicks and choking him out and grabbing, just beating the crap out of him. And then an unsuspecting savior comes out, and that man is CM Punk. He runs down for the save, running Bobby Fish off. So I'm like, holy shit, this is going to be great. Bobby Fish against CM Punk. Take my fucking money. Even though a lot of people on Twitter are saying that Punk shouldn't be wrestling these mid-card guys. He should be facing guys like Bryan Danielson or Kenny or Adam Cole, baby. He should, but it's how he's getting booked. Go figure. Don't blame me. Blame Tony Khan or whoever's booked. Yeah, basically Tony Khan. So blame Tony Khan. Don't blame me or don't blame anybody else. Just blame Tony Khan for the horrible booking that Punk's been getting in a 2 month, almost 3 months that Punk's been there. He faced Darby Allin, incredible talent, and then he faced Will Hobbs. Then he faced who did he face after that? Daniel Garcia in a pretty good match. And now he's starting a feud with Bobby Fish, which I think will be a great match. Not super epic match. And yeah, we got a schmuck in the chat. You're gone. Nick, did you fall asleep? Did I, you're supposed to be my tribal chief. Is your hand not on the buzzer? Come on now, boo. Come on now, dude. Come on. I can't do everything. I guess I have to now because I might have to strip your mod privileges, dude. Wake up. But yeah, you're gone, sir. You gone. Go to bed. And go dream about my, maybe go masturbate to my dick when you go to bed. That's all I guess to say about that. Yeah, Bobby Fish, CM Punk coming to a Dynamite or Rampage near you. Pretty damn. I would love to see this at freaking Gear. If freaking Wardlow, no, I'd rather see this match at Full Gear, and I hope that's what it leads to. But I guess we'll see what happens on Wednesday night, and that's that. All right, we move on. All right, then we go to back once again with Tony Baloney. This time his guests are the soon-to-be new tag team that kind of formed last week between Lio Rush and Dante Martin. So Tony's asking me, I was like, about this tag team, what's going to happen with it? So Leo's still trying to tell Dante that they're going to be a great tag team, even though Dante, is ready in a tag team with his brother Darius, wherever he is. So anyway, Dante still is not sure about Leo. He thinks he's a con man, Jill, and stuff like that. But Leo assures him that, talks about Matt Sydal and everything, blah, blah, blah. So he says he went to Tony Khan and already got them a match. Next week on Dynamite, it's going to be Mike and Matt Sydal, the Sydal brothers, taking on Lio Rush in his his AEW Dynamite debut, and teaming up with Dante Martin for the very first time. And Dante is not a happy camper. I don't blame you, Dante. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens with Lio Rush and Dante Martin against the Sydal brothers on Wednesday night. And that's all I got to say about that. And we'll move from there. All right, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the other, back to the World Title Elimination Tournament. We got one more match of the tournament. That's going to be Jon Moxley and Press 10 of the Dark Order on Wednesday Night Dynamite. But we get the other part of the bracket, the last match of that bracket. We got Eddie Kingston taking on Lance Archer. Everybody dies! So, and Eddie jumps him on the ramp. You start brawling all the way to the ring. Max doesn't even yet. And then he pulls some guy, this little fucking twig. I was like, what's that, Marco Stunt? But no, this guy with like blonde hair. I was like, is that Enzo? Enzo Amore? No, it wasn't him. Some plant with a commentary called "Hold the Fan." Pulls him on the barricade, slams him onto Eddie Kingston. Well, if that was a fan, he took a pretty good bump, and he sold that bump pretty damn well. But it was a plant, obviously. Then a choke slam off the apron on the fan. On to Eddie again. As we go, finally we go inside to start the match. Archer chops away. Eddie slips out of a blackout. Then he locks in a 1922 chin lock to put Archer into a little bit of trouble. As we go to break, we come back. Archer's choking Eddie away in the corner. Misses a running shoulder. Then he gets a boot up to Eddie's face, and Archer tries well, this is the part I think if you saw Dynamite tonight, you cringed at this moment. Yeah, I mean, what happened to JC Jean when she made suicide dive and her feet got caught in the ropes and she landed. Woo! Thankfully, she was okay, but she's obviously not gonna. I think she's gonna match medically cleared for the triple threat ladder match for the women's tag team titles this Tuesday at Halloween Havoc. I just don't think she will. I think it's just gonna be Io and Zoe taking on Indy and Persia Parada. It is what it is. But anyway, Archer goes up top, goes for a moonsault, and lands on the top of his goddamn head. Oh my god! And you know that's gonna be a Botchamania. Botchamania, not the one that's coming out tomorrow. The next one, unless the guy what's Matt from Botchamania puts that. Damn, I thought Lance Archer broke his goddamn neck, and I think he did. Because he hit his head. He went bonk on his head, and he was out. And the referee's like, oh, he's like, holy shit. The fans are going like, holy shit. I thought Lance Archer was dead. Not dead, but you know what I mean. He botched that moonsault and landed right on the top of his fucking head. And then the referee's checking him out to see if he's okay. He doesn't have a broken neck or maybe a stinger. I don't know. But they roll him up to the outside. Dr. Sampson, Doc Sampson looks at him. And then he looks like he's fine, and he rolls back in, and it looked like they called an audible because I think Lance Archer was supposed to win the match. But he rolls back in, and then Eddie rolls him up in like a weird looking roll up. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Kingston goes on to the semifinals. He will face Bryan Danielson on Friday Night Rampage this Friday night. Just a sucky way to finish to end the match. But I don't know what the status of Lance Archer is at the moment. I think I'll look before I go to bed. I'll look. And then maybe give you an update tomorrow if there's an update, if there is one. We'll see what happens on or whatever I got. And like I said, and that's it. But scare, folks. I don't know. Hopefully, he didn't break his neck. I think stinger, so he'll probably be out for a while, which sucks for him. You just can't catch a break. No pun intended, but so Eddie Kingston gets the win. Match was, even with that that 6th spot, I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully Lance Archer's okay, and that's all that matters. But he was able to walk around after the match. But yeah, I think he went to the hospital, and hopefully he didn't break his goddamn neck. That's all I gotta say about that. And I'm move on. So 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. So Eddie Kingston, Bryan Danielson this Friday night on Rampage in the semifinals. And that's it. All right. After that, we go to commercial. We come back with America's Top Team. Well, one of the members, Dan Lambert, and Men of the Year, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. They come out to cut a promo. They're not impressed by the Inner Circle because they beat them down the last few weeks. Then he just talk about Jake Hager being undefeated in the MMA, but basically nobody's seen it, and blah blah blah. Then he wrote and he mentioned he's being from the street. And he says that he treats the streets like the one way. And he says, as far as Chris Jericho is concerned, he's on the Jericho cruise right now. He says, why is AEW paying him to come to the ring and flirt with Paige Van Zandt? Well, Paige Van Zandt's a hot piece of ass. What do you think? Anyway, Sammy Guevara comes out, and he says, to quote my good friend Chris Jericho, would you please, and this goes out to all the trolls out there, would you please shut the hell up? So Sammy remembers hearing that they had some stipulations that Dan Lambert was going to give. So it's like, well, what are your stipulations? Get to it. Let's go, Mr. Fat-faced dipshit. So Lambert cuts him off and says Sammy doesn't suck on the stick as much as he thought he did. He says the Inner Circle could have their big 10-man tag team match at Full Gear if Sammy defends the TNT title Wednesday night against Ethan Page. If Sammy wins, they get the 10-man tag team match at Full Gear. But if he loses, he is out of the Inner Circle forever. So Sammy's like, this is a tough choice here. So Sammy's like, you got it. It's on. I accept. But if I win, I get to pick 3 for America's entire asses kicked. All right. So the deal was on. But then Scorpio Sky's like, well, we don't have to wait till next week, till Wednesday. Let's get it all right now. So they're about to go up the ramp to beat down Sammy. But then LAX comes out, Santana Ortiz come out. They chase off Lambert and the Men of the Year. And that's that. So we'll see what happens with Sammy and Ethan Page this Wednesday night. I know there's going to be a lot of fucking controversy in this match. But I do see Sammy retaining the title. He's not going to lose the title already. Come out now. Again, one title offense, and they're going to make him lose to a bum like Ethan Page. No. So he's going to get Wednesday. He's probably going to announce like maybe Jorge, and then Dan Lambert against the entire Inner Circle in a 10-man tag team match. I just don't think that he'll pick Paige Van Zandt of all people, but I mean, you never know, but yeah. So Sammy's going to win the match on Wednesday, and then at Full Gear, the Inner Circle going to beat the shit out of America's top team. And I think Jericho will get the win over Masvidal. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, so 3 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday night for the TNT title between Ethan Page and Sammy Guevara. All right, after that, we get a promo from our good buddy, Jon Moxley. And, well, he's not in the talking mood right now. Doesn't want to talk shit and yell and scream like he usually does. So basically, he's like, I don't even give a shit about this tournament. I know. He's like, I'm not going to talk about how I'm going to beat the crap out of everybody in the tournament. I don't even give a shit about the tournament. All I care about is my baby daughter, Nora, who's at home with his hot wife when they're young. So he mentions, his daughter squeezing his finger, which he showed was all broken and everything. Probably from GCW when he was fighting Nick fucking Gage. For all, squeezing her for Scott. And basically that's all he can think about is her looking up at him. He says winning the tournament will let him do more for her. And basically saying he's going to win the tournament, get the title, and it's time to smash everyone. Okay, so you don't give a shit about the tournament. Then you say, win the tournament. Does that sound hypocritical there, Mr. Moxley? Go figure that one out. All right, so that's that. So we'll see what happens with Moxley on Wednesday night against Preston. Obviously, he's going to beat him like 2 minutes. And then he's going to go on and face Orange Cassidy in the semifinals the week after that. And then he's going to beat Orange Cassidy. Danielson's going to be on Friday night to go to the finals. And they're going to have an epic match at Full Gear. Moxley and Bryan Danielson. I think Bryan Danielson's going to win the match, become #1 contender, and face either Kenny or Adam Page. I think it might be Kenny, but we'll see. And that's that. And we move on. Speaking of Bryan, they had a Rose to the Top, the season finale for 4 episodes. That's the season finale. 4 episodes. Oh, done with the season. What's this? Total Bellows? Go figure. Or Miz and Mrs. I mean, at least 6 to 7 episodes. Then the season finale. 4 episodes, season finale. Goodbye. We'll see you next year. Dumb. But anyway, Rose to the Top. They had an interview with Tony Baloney and Bryan Danielson. And Eddie didn't even want to be there. He's like, and Tony's just rambling, and we see Eddie's like, "Shut up, Baloney. Get to the point. Let's go. I got a burrito to eat. Let's go." Basically, Bryan Danielson just ripped Eddie Kingston a new a-hole. And basically like, "Oh, you haven't done anything in 20 years. Paid your dues and this and that." And he's like, "Oh, really? Well, let's see Wednesday night." I was like, "Oh, shit." Eddie Kingston's about to get his head kicked. I hate to say that, but yeah, I mean, you pissed off Bryan Danielson. You may be pissed off, but you pissed off the American Dragon, and he's going to kick your fucking head in. And I hope it's a great match. I would hate to be like, I mean, Bryan Danielson's worst match in AEW right now, but we'll see. I mean, he's had great matches ever since he debuted, especially the one against Kenny at a Grand Slam, the match of the year. Woo! And a close second is him and Minoru Suzuki. Woo, boy. Those 2 matches got to be matches of the year. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And that's that. All right, so we'll see what happens tonight. All right, so I gave Moxley's promo 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, we've got a little bit more to go, and then we're going to wrap up this burrito and then go to bed. It's almost 3:30 in the morning. And if you don't like my late night videos, well, you know what you do. You can go to bed and suck my dick. All right, after that, we go to the locker room of the Dark Order. In that 8-man on Wednesday. And then Age comes in to talk some cowboy shit. So basically he comes in and says, "I'm sorry that, I didn't come back sooner. But, I had to be with my baby boy, got to be with my hot wife. I had to drink some whiskey and all that other shit." So basically says if we're gonna go back after the Elite so close to Halloween, might be time for some costume about what they're gonna wear. And then John Cena was like, "Oh, that might be Bambi." Oh God, this is gonna be cringe. This 8-man tag team match, cringe. Maybe Kenny Omega would dress up as Princess Jasmine again, but sadly he will not have Marty Scurll as Prince Ali, and then kissing him on the lips. Oh God! And then you know how that is. And then WJ comes out. He saw that and was making fun of Kenny. What else is new? But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday night with the Dark Order and the Elite in a Halloween match, I guess you can call it. An 8-man Halloween costume match. See what they dress up as. And that's it. All right. After that, we get to your hello, thanks for coming match. Jungle Boy Jack taking on that stooge Brandon Cutler. This match lasted just a little over a minute. Thanks for coming. Basically, they get in the ring. Jungle Boy sends up to the outside, hits a suicide dive. Come back in. Brandon Cutler tries for the Panama. I think he's Adam Cole, baby. That doesn't work. He gets back body dropped. Then he slaps Jungle Boy Jack in the mouth. He's like, "Oh, look at me. I'm great. I'm Brandon Cutler. I'm a jobber." And Jungle Boy's like, "You slap me? Smack you in the face." He picks him up, hits a power bomb, then knocks him in the trap, and Cutler tapped out quicker than he has sex with his wife. Good Lord. Thank you for coming. 1 minute, 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Afterwards, Jungle Boy gets on the mic and says, "Well, I feel good about that, about having a 1 minute match against a fucking jobber named Brandon Cutler." He's like, "I want to have another match." So he's like, "Okay, Elite, which one of you is next?" Basically, nobody comes out. Obviously, they're not going to help Brandon, who really should either turn on the Elite or get the fuck out of the Elite and get AEW for that matter. Take Nakazawa with you. So he locks in the snare trap again. Then he takes the mic and he puts it in Brandon Cutler's face. And Brandon's like, "Somebody help me! I got a flat tire." No, say, "Somebody help me! I suck." And then Adam Cole, baby, comes out, I guess for the save. And Cole says, "You fight? Well, I'm right here, baby. Let's do it right now." So everybody is going nuts. So, but it's all a ruse. As he comes down, he gets he gets taken off the apron, and then the Young Bucks get in the ring, hit a super kick, him laying him out. Then he throws out the ramp. They go all the way up the ramp. They hit the BTE trigger on him, and then they hold him up. Adam, boom, shot. Then they take him over to the side of the stage. They start yelling at Excalibur. They start yelling at Tony Baloney. Should have beat the shit out of them. Just leave JR, of course. Then they pick up. They pick him up by his head, and then the Bucks kiss him on the mouth, on the cheek, like Adam Cole does. They do to Adam Cole. Then they back him up near the announce position, and then they launch. 50 feet there. He does flip onto look like but off the stage onto 2 tables and was this close to missing it. He could have broke his goddamn neck. We could have had 2 broken necks tonight. But no, thank bad happened to Jungle Boy Jack. He just got fucked up. So yeah, they launch him off the stage through tables and a humongous crash. Woo! Look, it could have been worse, but still looked effective. And that's it. They lay him out, and that's it. But it looks like it's gonna lead to Jungle Boy Jack and Adam Cole, baby, at Full Gear. I just hope Jungle Gear, but knowing that his undefeated streak. And that's it. So I gave the match, like I said, 2 out of 5 stars. I gave the Aftermath 3.5 out of 5 stars. Just they beat Jungle Boy up, and sadly, I mean, nobody came to help. Nobody could help him because Luchasaurus was selling the attack from last week. Christian was on Bound for Glory tonight, which started at 10 because of AEW Dynamite. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I might be able to. I don't have my phone. I'm not gonna go get it. Yeah, but that's it. I'm not gonna talk about Bound for Glory. We did see. Well, the only thing I will say about Bound for Glory is the debut of the Inspiration. Cassie Lee and Jesse McKay, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, they made their debut in the first match of the freaking card, and they fought the Prophecy, Rosemary, otherwise known as my demon bride, Valerie Sky, and the other demon, Jessica Havoc, for the women's tag team titles. And I think we lost. I don't know the results. I haven't read the results, so I'll read them tomorrow. I don't want to look at them right now, but it is what it is. If you did watch Bound for Glory, bless you. That's all I gotta say about that. But I'll read the results later or tomorrow. But I'm not gonna do a video. I'm not gonna do a review. I have no time for that. I don't even watch Impact anymore. So that's that. All right. So after that chaos with Jungle Boy and the Bucks and Adam Cole, baby, we get to another promo from Mito. Mito. Well, I can't say it anymore. He doesn't smash CJ Perry pussy anymore. Yeah. So he cuts a promo, still mad at God. He's like, "Why have you forsaken me?" He says he's gonna hurt everyone in front of him and become God's favorite champion once again, so he can return to his wife with blood on his hands, which are now on us. So we'll see what happens with Mito in the next coming weeks, and that's that. And hope maybe he'll win back the TNT title, and then go back home to Lana and fuck the shit out of her. I mean, literally fuck the shit out of her, because you know how Lana is. She loves anal, if you know what I mean. Lana, anal. It's late. Time to go to bed. But we will go to bed right after this. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars for that Miro promo. All right, then we go to the main event. Malachi Black taking on Cody Rhodes 3. It was the best of them all. An epic match. Beat the shit out of each other. Excuse me. Beat the shit out of each other. Blood. Ugh, just broken body. Ugh, just a fucking mess. It was great. I loved it. So Cody is more serious this time. He like rushes the ring. He's all like ready to go, and it goes like right into a collar elbow tie up. Art Anderson's back with Cody. So Cody goes straight for the knee. Can't get the figure 4. At it. The fans are still booing, but then again, you never know. Shot to the knee has Cody in trouble, but he knocks Malachi away to get some space. Cody comes right back on the knee, locks in the figure as the fans are like kind of elsewhere. Like, what's so important? Somebody getting beat up in the crowd? Somebody having sex in the crowd? I mean, I don't know. So anyway, Malachi bounces to the floor as we go to break. We come back. Alistair's Malachi's in trouble after Cody hits Crossroads off the apron through a table at ringside. And then we see Malachi's busted wide open. He sends Cody into the ring post. And we see Cody's wide open. So it's yes. And then we see Anderson in the ring. And the fans are going nuts. And we're like, want him to go out. Doing MJF's promo, he's talking about gun violence and shit. I really don't think they should talk about gun violence, especially in Florida. A little shooting that gun violence and the Glock shit out. Just saying. So anyway, he cuts up Andrade's. He's like, get the Glock. Andrade comes out for a distraction. So Anderson cuts up Andrade's assistant Jose, hits that patent spine buster of his, laying him out. And then Pac comes out from the back to take on Andrade. They beat each other up. They go to the back. Now, Malachi Black blows black mist into Owen's face. And then he's out of there. And when the close on your phone, as the fans were just booing the living crap out of Cody. They're still it's still boring right now. Who knows? To get back up, Malachi kicks him down, goes sets up a bridging German suplex for a near fall. Then match. This is over. In a row for Malachi Black, stays undefeated, but Cody falls into the ropes to avoid the cover. Kind of smart by Cody. Cody gets back up, gets backdropped out and onto the apron. Oh, he hits his head on the apron. Ouch. Then he goes back in the ring. They get back in the ring. Malachi goes for that middle rope moonsault and missed. Clearly, he missed. Then he gets taken down by Cody. Then Cody comes in. He hits the Cody Gilmore cutter. Bang. Josh Malachi. Back inside the ring, picks him up, hits Crossroads. And I was like, that's done. But he's like, nope. I was like, he's gonna hit another one. Nope, didn't hit another one. He picks him up. It looked like I thought he was gonna hit the pedigree, or that really pissed off Triple H. But instead of hitting the pedigree, his J Driller. 1, 2, 3. He gets the win, and well, he gets Measure of Revenge for the last 2 matches he's had. So he wins the battle. He wins. Well, he doesn't win the war, but wins the battle. This bloody battle, and a little under 12 minutes. So he gets the win. Match gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Dynamite tonight, or earlier tonight. It's 3:35 in the morning. Time to go to bed. So that's it. So very good match to end the show. Cody gets the win. Sucks that Malachi Black's undefeated. Now Adam Cole, I think the only person that's undefeated in the male division. But with that, so Cody gets his wins back, and yeah, I think they're still gonna go with Cody. The fans not liking Cody. I don't know if Cody's just going to say, fuck you to the fans and turn heel. I just don't think he's going to. I mean, but the fans are way behind Malachi Black right now. I just think he's going to be a big star, future world champion, I think, next year. Or maybe TNT champion. We'll see. I just don't know where this is leading to with Cody and the fans booing him and stuff. I mean, it's going to lead to Cody eventually turning heel. I don't know if that's going to happen. Cody said himself he doesn't want to turn heel. So he's just going to have X-Pac heat for, I guess, whatever, for the rest of his career. And that's not a good thing to have X-Pac heat. Oy. And, all right, that's it. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you all for watching. So 3.5 out of 5 stars for Malachi Black, Cody 3. Now we'll see what happens Wednesday night on Dynamite in its normal time slot and normal regular time slot again. So we'll get that. We'll get the ratings coming out probably Monday, and then we'll get another rating probably by the end of next week. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, so that ends Dynamite. Thank you all for watching this video. I gave Dynamite a solid 8 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you motherfuckers started the show in a comment down below in the comment section, or you can hit me up via Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can leave me a comment, or if you're on Twitter, you can leave me a tweet, or you can slide in my DMs, not like that, but you can slide in my DMs and hit me up on Instagram with a message talking about Dynamite or anything you feel like talking about. And that's all I got to say about that. So once again, 8 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. And we'll see what happens Wednesday night back on TNT. I'm going to have some good shit on Wednesday night on the Halloween episode of AEW Dynamite from Boston, Massachusetts. And that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. It's time to go to bed. 3:38 in the morning. I'm going to just edit this up a little bit and then just probably go to bed in the next 45 minutes. I don't really have nothing to do tomorrow besides watch football. Maybe do a little yard work if I can before it rains tomorrow night. So try to get that out of the way. After the Giants Jet game, which will probably be over by the first quarter, or by the first half, it'll be over. Giants play Carolina at home, and then the Jets play the Patriots in Foxborough. So I just don't think both teams are going to win tomorrow, but you never know. Then you got the Niners all the way at 8 o'clock on NBC for the Sunday night game in Santa Clara, California, at Levi Stadium against the Indianapolis Colts. See, hopefully the Niners come out after the bye and whip the Colts' ass. Just don't want to let down, but I have a feeling we might get one, but I just hope not. But we'll see what happens with all that. And then on Monday night, we got the Saints and the Seacocks. Go Saints. That's all I gotta say about that. I know the Rams play the Lions. Rams are probably gonna beat that, gonna win. Go to 6 and they're 5-1 now. Probably go to 6-1. I forget who Arizona plays. I think they go to 7-0. And I think hopefully the Niners win tomorrow night and get back to 500 at 3-3, and then start making their run for a wild card spot. So there's no way they're gonna win the division at this point, unless they go on a monster second half run, a monster run. But they got hard games coming up. I mean, after this week, they go to Chicago to face the Bears in Chicago at 1 o'clock, and then after that, they got the Jaguars. They got the Rams. They're coming up. They got the Seacocks again. Oy. Gonna be tough. Gonna be tough in the next 10 games, I should say. Oh, no, 11. I was right. Next 11 games. We'll see what happens. We got week 7, so we got 11 weeks left. So the next 11 games is going to be pretty interesting for the Niners. I'm hoping 7-4, maybe 8-3. Even I would love 9-2, and the 2 losses would be probably against the Seacocks and Arizona, and maybe the Rams. So it might be 3 losses. But I would hope one of those. They face the Rams, the Seacocks, and the Cardinals, and they get a win out of that. Well, 2 wins against the Rams, and then a win against my Arizona and the Rams. So get 4 wins out of that, and then beat the Bears. I think there'll be a good game against the Bears in Chicago. I think they can beat the Bears. So that's 5. Jaguars, not easy, but I think they'll beat them. That's 6 wins. Then I think they face the Bungles. It's not easy, but I think they can beat the Bungles. So that's 7. And I think I forget who they play in between that, but I think those last 3 games are probably gonna be either 2-1 or 3-0, or maybe, God forbid, 1-2. I have a feeling, the Niners are gonna come back. They're angry, and they're gonna start whipping some of that candy ass. I think they'll get the play. I think they, if all goes well, no injuries and everything, because there's a lot of injuries coming out in the bye week already. And Garoppolo takes his head off his ass again. And Trey Lance can, if he has to get put back in as the starter, he continues to grow and gel with the team and everything. I just have a feeling. The Niners are going to make a big run, get to the wild card game. Get to the wild card. I don't know what seed, but like a number 6 seed or a number 5 seed. So they'll be on the road, and then they'll win that game, and then I would assume they'll probably be on the road for the entire playoffs. But they'll probably have to face Tampa Bay, probably face the Buccaneers. So they have to get through those 2 teams, and maybe either Arizona or the Rams, to get to the Super Bowl, to get the revenge tour done and over with, and win the Super Bowl. But it's way too early, week 7 already, so we don't know. But I think they'll make a big time run, get a playoff spot, and then hopefully do some major damage and shock the NFC the NFC playoffs. Because I think they can match up. They can match up with the Packers, even though they let them off the hook at the end of that game, 37 seconds, and they could have beat fucking Rodgers again, let them off the hook. Could have won that Arizona game in Arizona if they didn't fuck up and take the 3 points. They could have won that game. And we'll see what happens. I think they match up with the Rams, even though the Rams have a great offense with those receivers they got, and and the not so great San Francisco defense secondary. And the Rams got a good defense too. I mean, same thing with Arizona and I was gonna say Seattle, but that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And it is what it is. And yeah, that guy did not bury me. So that guy got a dirty asshole. That's all I gotta say about that. Um, Let me move on from there. All right, so we'll see what happens with the Niners tomorrow night. I think they'll beat the Colts tomorrow night. I don't know if it'll be a blowout, but we'll see. Um, as far as the Giants and the Jets, I think they will get blown out. And then we'll see what happens in Week 7 of the NFL in the league, and they play with it there in the league where they play for pay. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, everybody, time to go to bed. 3:45 in the morning. Get to bed. Go dream of me. That's all you trolls. Continue to dream of me. Continue to dream of my super cock, and continue to rotate on my super cock. Drink my cum, and just tell your girlfriends and your moms and your grandmas to stop fucking sliding in my DMs because they love how my dick tastes. But it is what it is. That's it. You can't do anything. You can't stop the train. As much as your little fucking videos that you're gonna be coming out against me and my friends, we don't care. Go make those little faggot ass videos of yours that'll just be mindless, crappy videos that won't get that many views. But you're a bunch of clout chasing cowards. But we don't care. We don't care. Nick doesn't care. I don't care. Chase doesn't care. Fan of YouTube doesn't care. Double Z doesn't care. Dark Horse doesn't give two shits. Everybody else that's friends with me and supports me, we don't give a shit about you, you fucking faggot ass cunts. So continue to ride our dicks, drink our cum, and that's all I gotta say about that. So that's it. I'm out of here. Nick, as always, thank you for watching. Go to bed, you son of a bitch. And go have fun at the bar tomorrow, watching football. And I'll probably talk to you tomorrow or whatever. But Nick, as always, thank you for coming in, my tribal chief of the chat. Even though I had to ban somebody. So you're not doing your job, so you don't get that paycheck, Nick. You're not getting a paycheck. Sorry. Not that I was gonna pay you anyway, but but yeah, next time, Nick, you gotta wake up. Come on. Gotta have that finger on the trigger, my friend. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you, Nick. Thank you for coming in. As always, Nick, good buddy of mine. And I'll even thank the YWC playlist, or as what's known as the YW, what was it called? YWC Music Box, whatever fucking channel it is. Yeah, I can't wait for my next video. Woo! At least let me sing a great song, not some fucking pop fucking song. Let me sing some like Slayer or something like that. Or some In This Moment or some New Year's Day or some Motionless in White or just some bombastic rock and roll. Don't let me sing some fucking Britney Spears song or some Justin Bieber song that's or any fucking lame ass fuck pop song. Just don't even put me in the video. I don't care, but it's just pointless and you're just clout chasing. That's it. I don't care. You love me. You're obsessed and you have acknowledged me now. So it is what it is. So, but it is what it is. Just put other people from this horrible community on those lame as fuck videos. It is what it is. There's other people in this community that really need to be on that channel that suck. But that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Peter Gomez signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your dude. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. You're not down with that? Me and Nick got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And I'll see you next time. And your food is ready. Well, your late night food is ready. If you're on the West Coast, if you're on the East Coast, or if you're having a late night snack, eat it quick and get to bed. I'm going to bed, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys. And probably not tomorrow, unless something comes up tomorrow. But if I don't see you guys tomorrow, have a great Sunday, football Sunday once again. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Monday night, right after Monday Night Raw. So I'll see you guys next time. Captain Gilmore signing off. Peace.